All right, we're going to go on to another topic here, and that has to do with what you might call the Netflix of sneakers. When you look at what's happening in that field, there's a lot of investment space. In fact, Cowen actually put out a note where the sneaker resale market could reach $30 billion by 2030. Let's talk with someone who knows firsthand what it's like to be on the front lines of that. Steve Grear is the founder and CEO of Reshoevn8r, and also our own Reggie Wade, who is our sneaker expert. Let me start with you, Steve. I thought Reshoevn8r was about, cleaning and repairing your shoes, but it seems like you're doing much more.
Yeah, I mean, that is where it started. Obviously, keeping your shoes clean. These are investments for a lot of people. So being able to really maximize that investment is kind of where it started, but it's leading into other things. So it's great.
Steve, Reggie Wade here. I don't know if you can see, I have my SB Dunks over my shoulder. If you can give me some tips on how to get those clean, I really appreciate it. But really, I remember going to SneakerCon Cleveland and seeing Reshoevn8r there along with your competitors. I remember seeing the chocolate sauce being poured on shoes to show it really takes off all the stains. What do you do to try to stay one step ahead of your competition in the space?
I mean, we do a lot, to be honest with you. One of the things that we're doing, obviously, is this executive club that were launched because of sneaker cons. So back in the day when we used to do sneaker cons, we'd have these kids that would come up to us and say, hey, we started our own business with your products. So the more I thought about it, I thought, well, why don't we make that easier for them? So we offer basically an executive kit that comes with everything that you would need. Plus, we have a membership that allows them to get training, certification, business cards, and really help them take that to the next level. So that's one of the things. And just being active, having your finger on the pulse. The sneaker industry is changing so much. It's, as you know, I don't know what year that was, but things have changed dramatically since then. So really just having our finger on the pulse with the youth and trying to push boundaries, really.
Steve, the executive club that you were just talking about, what's the potential size there just in terms of the growth opportunity? And what kind of traction have you gained so far? Because it's still relatively new.
Yeah, we just launched it probably 30 days ago. I mean, it's a great question. I think that the potential's huge. We are getting some really good feedback from it right now. So we followed up with our first 50 members. We've got kids that say, I've made $1,200 this month already. So I think that the feedback so far is great. People have been saying, I've been waiting for this. I'm so glad you did it. So I have a longer term vision that I don't want to let go right now, but there's some exciting things for the executive club in the future.
Steve, we know the COVID-19 pandemic has affected every facet of business. How has it affected Reshoevn8r, and what are some of the things that you guys have done to try to really adapt to this new market and new world?
Yeah, man, that was an interesting time for everybody, obviously. We were going through a full-scale rebrand, and we were set to launch it right when the pandemic started. We were terrified. We didn't know what was going to happen. We just, kind of went through with it and introduced the new brand, the new look, and just a total elevated look to the brand and just improved the products. And it worked out for us. I think that people were stuck at home and they needed things to do. So they ordered product and cleaned their shoes and maybe even started little shoe cleaning businesses. So for us, we luckily didn't have any negative impact. We actually grew. We had our best year ever. So, we're just trying to continue riding that wave and hopefully, as things settle down, people start getting out again and, things get back to normal. But for us, it worked out well, and we just focused mainly online where we have. And that's kind of the benefit to Reshoevn8r is some of our competitors have been in retail and they've been kind of relying on that. We've built the business online, so it really didn't affect us other than running out of product. We did have some inventory issues that we had to figure out, but that's probably the worst of it.
Would it ever make sense to expand the business to more than the online and the individuals who buy the products for all of this? I don't want to say brick and mortar, but maybe some pop-ups in large metropolitan areas?
100%. That's on the plan this year too. Once people start getting back and are comfortable being around people. So we have some big plans over the next couple of years. I'm very excited for the growth of the company in the next 2 or 3 years for sure.
Steve, what's the biggest change you've seen in the sneaker industry since you got into the game?
Resellers. I mean, you know as well as I do, man, if you don't have a bot, good luck getting that shoe. It was not that hard years ago. So the resale market has just completely changed. You know, StockX coming into the industry. I mean, it's good because now you have access to these shoes when you might not have had it before. But I would say resellers, and obviously, you know, things change. Certain brands and certain styles kind of change. The ones that stick around, you know, Jordan 1s, all the classics, those seem to stand the test of time. So you just got to ride the wave, really.
All right. Reggie Wade, thank you very much. Steve Grear, the founder and CEO of Reshoevn8r. We appreciate your being here and wish you all the best as your business expands.